Welcome back to the Patriots Dynasty series. This week it is week 12. We are going to Indianapolis to take on the 4-6 Colts. Here we go. So before we get into today's game, we have a breakout linebacker challenge. Coach, have you been paying attention to Devin Bush? He played an awesome game last week. Keep an eye on that guy. If he has another big game against the Colts this week, we might have a future superstar on our hands. Hold the Colts to less than 200 total yards, or get Devin Bush 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. That's not gonna happen. I can tell you that for free right now. That's not gonna happen. Devin Bush doesn't get involved enough. I know he had a couple tackles for loss last game, and I think he might have had a sack, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're saying that. But it's not gonna happen. We're gonna defend the inside run against Jonathan Taylor. This is gonna be tough. They want to run outside. I think we're just gonna run inside as well. I mean, they have Shaq Leonard, who really isn't the player that we know in the past couple years. You know, unfortunately, some injuries. He just didn't play as well as we were accustomed to seeing him play. But that's neither here or there. We're going to go into our training here. Make sure we have no injuries before this week because, again, we are on a playoff push, man. We are actually starting to play really, really well. We're on a winning streak, and we're going to look at our defense, and it looks like right now our entire defense is going to be healthy. We'll get here into our offense, and it looks like everything's going to be good. Back strain for David Andrews. So we're going to be without a center. We're going to be without a center against DeForest Buckner, and that's going to be tough. That's definitely going to be a little bit tough, especially when we're trying to run the ball up the middle. But Antonio Gibson has an upgrade point because he's just that guy. We're going to give him to elusive back. He's going to be an 80 overall now, playing up to an 82. +1 to acceleration, awareness, ball carrier vision, and change of direction. Well, look at him. 91 speed, 93 acceleration now. Carrying's up to 87. Stiff arm, change of directions, an 89. I mean, he's just been, you guys have seen, he's just been absolutely fantastic for us. Marte Mapu, we're going to probably put it in the pass coverage. Tackles 82. Block shedding is playing down to a 64. Awareness playing down to a 69. Nice. 72 zone coverage, 68 man. I think I'm just going to go and give him pass coverage. He's going to go up to a 74, but he is playing down to a 73, unfortunately. +1 to man, +2 to zone, and +1 to play rec. So his zone coverage is up to a 74. Play rec is now at it's going to be an 81, but it's playing down to a 79. I guess he's been kind of struggling. We have an upgrade point here for Demario Douglas. And, his route running is going to be better. Route running, and then catching traffic, spectacular catch. So I'm going to do slot for him. He's going to go up to a 72 overall, and with his upgrade, he gets +1 to awareness, +2 catching traffic, +1 catching, and +2 medium route. That gets his catching up to a 91, 86 catching traffic, and medium route to 77. Still really doesn't find the field right now, but maybe I look at some special team changes. Like, I do want him to be on the field. Like, I don't like the fact that he's not on the field basically at all. Maybe I put him as a punt returner, kick returner. I know Marcus Jones had a kick return or a punt return touchdown last week, so that was absolutely nuts. But yeah, he's got one less speed than Marcus Jones, but Marcus Jones also one of our starting corners. So I don't know if I really like the idea of him even being out there anyway. So we're gonna give it to Demario Douglas. We probably should have done that earlier in the season so we can get at least some reps on the field. But week 12, we're gonna give it a shot, and let's get into this game. Season, Jonathan Taylor is 166 carries, 925 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He's a good running back. He's one of the best in the league when he's healthy. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. I turned on a fan in the background. I'm here in Pennsylvania, and it is getting warm. It is definitely getting warm, so I hope you guys can hear it in the background, and maybe if you do, you can only hear it a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm not big enough to have all that fancy equipment that drowns it all out, so you guys just might have to deal with it for a while. But, yeah, we're going to take the opening kickoff, and they're going to start on 25. So, obviously, Anthony Richardson is a very young quarterback. The offense is probably not going to be running through him. It's probably going to be running through Jonathan Taylor, which completely makes sense. But they are going to pass on first down, and right away, Michael Pittman gets a catch on Desmond King. Listen, if we can get pressure on Anthony Richardson, I think that is our best bet. You know what I mean? Like, if he has time, he's going to dissect us apart. But if, him being a young quarterback, sometimes in this game, the young he can also run. We cannot forget about that. I tried to hit stick, but he did not drop the ball. I think for option defense, I want to do conservative. Let them give it to Jonathan Taylor. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor's nuts, but we can't have that. We cannot have Anthony Richardson getting out for a big 20-yard gain on a run. We got to get it down to our guy. Like, just keep it in the middle. Keep it with Jonathan Taylor. You guys understand what I'm saying. Off the bat, though, this offense is moving. But what I was saying before that play happened, a lot of quarterbacks in this game that are like mobile quarterbacks, like especially like a Jalen Hurts or like something like that, if you get pressure on them, they struggle mightily. And he doesn't get the first down. It's going to be third and inches, but they struggle kind of like that play where he like gets ready to run. Like he really took no time trying to address the pocket. He just kind of right away went to try to run, and that's something that younger quarterbacks in this game do. And we get a tackle. Devin Bush gets the first tackle, a tackle for loss. He needs one more, and he's going to go up to superstar Dev. On the field, here comes the Patriots offense. Malik Willis is really, I don't want to say turned his career around because I don't think he's going to get a starting job after here, but like really, like this has been a really, really good season for Malik Willis, and after the tragedy that he gave us last season, I'm really happy, and I'm obviously genuinely surprised by it. We get a crazy juke move. I feel like every game, Antonio Gibson has like one or two nasty juke moves that just completely stop a guy. But they put us at the 9-yard line. They definitely was a very, very good punt. And again, we are without David Andrews, so our running game, especially up the middle, could be tough, especially against like a guy like DeForest Buckner. But on that play, I think it's Jake Andrews, which I've still, after like 4 weeks, I've still never done any research. I think it's David Andrews' little brother, or they're related in some capacity. If they're not, then they're not. I'm just talking out of my ass. But I could have swore. I'm going to throw it to Tyler Boyd right away before he even makes his break because it was wide open. And just like that, it's a 20-yard gain. Here on first down, we're going to try to run it to the outside. I don't love running at DeForest Buckner. I know we're not really running at him. But I want to bring Mike Gesicki over, not Mike Peck. But, I mean, if it works, it works. That actually didn't work. Mike Peck blew the block, but Antonio Gibson, because he's an absolute god, gets up and gets like 11 or 12 yards. Mike Peck kind of pushed the guy right into us, but luckily for us, it didn't really matter. Like, we were able to get out around it. That's kind of why I wanted to bring the tight end over, not the receiver, because obviously the receivers do not have the best blocking, and there's nothing there I want. I tried to dump it down to an Antonio Gibson, but Grover Stewart got through the line and sacked us. It's going to be a 2nd and 17. A good drive, hit a bit of a road bump there. Tyler Boyd's getting pressed. He's not a burner. He's not a fast guy by any means. But if we can have some time, if he beats him, I don't love it. I'm just going to drop it down to Mike Peck, who's going to hold on to it and get us about 16 yards. He got us really, really close to that third down, or that first down marker. 3rd and 1. I'm going to hand it right up the middle. We're running basically right at DeForest Buckner. And I think I'm going to double team him. It doesn't always work in this game. It's just a stupid game mechanic, but we're just going to try it. Right up the middle, Antonio Gibson gets about, 4 yards? About 4 yards, and our drive keeps going. That guy, he's not. There's nothing else I can really say about Antonio Gibson that I haven't said before. And I think Ramondre Stevenson's coming back in like a week or two, so he's going to lose his starting spot. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. 1st and 10. This could be really good for Mike Gesicki. Gets wide open, hit a truck, hold it stiff arm, and he gets tackled at the wall. And, dude, I feel like our receivers get tackled inside the 5-yard line so consistently, and I feel bad because they're not getting in the end zone. Juju is, again, wide open, so there's no way I don't throw this to him. Okay, well, Malik Willis completely, what's the word, like botched? I mean, worse than botched. That was like one of the worst pass attempts I've seen in my entire life. I'm going to try to get this probably out to a tight end. Irv Smith Jr. right away, off the break, catches it. His like 4th catch of the season, but his 2nd touchdown of the season. And we're going to take an early lead, 7-0. Back on defense. They were driving last time, and then our defense kind of stepped up there at the very end. Devin Bush got a tackle for loss. If we can get one more tackle for loss with Devin Bush, we could definitely have something here. He gets up to the outside, and thank God Kyle Duggar makes a tackle. Only a 2-yard gain. If we can shut down Jonathan Taylor, we're really, really going to do well in this game. That's a tough task. But so far through the first drive and a play, it's not going that bad. 2nd and 8. They're probably going to run they actually do pass this ball. We're going to be there. And thank God Devin Bush makes the tackle because them running backs in open space can absolutely kill our linebackers sometime. It's just the way it is. 3rd and 4 here. I am going to bring pressure. We got to have Kyle Duggar step up and probably get beat. He's probably going to get beat. It's a screenplay, and we are there. Kyle Duggar, or Jabril Peppers tries to knock it down, but it gets, like, I think he knocked it down and kind of hit him. I don't know what it was. Doesn't matter. All that matters is they're going to punt again, and Demario Douglas, we're seeing him, the last time they punted it out of bounds. So hopefully here, I mean, if you guys want to watch, we'll see if we get any type of return with Demario Douglas. Probably not. There's a good block there, and not quite fast enough to get around that corner. All good there. we're just going to start. We're going to have one more play here before the quarter ends, and I'm just going to hand off the ball. I don't want to do something too crazy here, and we didn't really get many blocks, but hey, that's going to end the first quarter. We're up 7-0. I know, like, our running game's like our bread and butter, but, like, I like throwing the ball. I like getting our receivers involved because, you know, we kind of spent a lot on decent receivers. Well, I don't want to say spent a lot on decent receivers, but we traded for Tyler Boyd last year. We took a second-round pick on a receiver. Like, I just feel like we're not really taking advantage of what we have. I mean, Juju's the guy that's been our number one. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we have a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of talent, but we have decent talent at our receiver core, some young talent, and there's one of them, Mike Peck, there with about a 15-yard catch. That's his second catch of the day. Last week, I tried to get him involved and gave him 3 catches in the first half, and then he got nothing the rest of the game. So is that 2 catches for, what was that, 31 yards? I wasn't even really paying attention. We're going to try this little PA boot play, and nothing's really open. I'm going to set my feet and throw it to Juju, and Juju's going to hold on to it. Or that's Tyler Boyd, I'm sorry. Tyler Boyd's going to hold on to it. A very, very good start from Malik Willis. Enough so that I'm going to throw another boot play out here. These are kind of cool. The only problem is sometimes the offensive line, like the left tackle, like Trent Brown here, just might not block enough for us to get out there. But it seems to kind of work. And our rookie, Parker Paulson, gets out past the linebacker and gets tackled at the 2. I keep telling you, man, I think that is Paulson's first catch with us this season. And, of course, he gets tackled at the 2-yard line because why the hell wouldn't he? A 32-yard catch. This is Antonio Gibson. I would prefer this to be Kareem Hunt. I'm not even going to lie to you. I would definitely prefer this to be Kareem Hunt. And they're probably going to blow it up. But nope, Antonio Gibson's going to walk in untouched. And just like that, it's going to be 14-0 Patriots. First down and 10. They're running 5 out. So that's going to be tough. We're gonna blitz. We're going to have the same amount of blitzers as they do. Passers are going to get the ball out to the tight end. I think that is... Who is Jelani Woods? Don't hate me. I'm not completely up to date on my my Colts tight end room. So yeah, you know what I mean. They're gonna dump this ball off. We're gonna be there. We're actually gonna throw it deep to the same tight end. He's gonna be. They're already on our side of the field. 2 plays and they're moving really, really well. Now the first drive they were moving well too until they got to about this point, and then we were able to kind of shut them down. So hopefully we can just continue doing that and get Devin Bush another tackle for loss, so we can really get his dev. We're gonna be right up there, and I tried to like hit stick. I tried to hit stick him, and it didn't really work. Jonathan Taylor just kind of said, "No, don't worry about that." Thank God Adrian Phillips cleans that up for us because that could have gone really, really, really bad. Adrian Phillips here is going to be on Jonathan Taylor, and they're going to run another screenplay. But thank God we get a sack from Devin Bush. That is a tackle for loss, and that is a sack. Now, does that... I don't know if it's going to count because they're not... Like, I don't know if you need 2 of each stat or if that's, like, good enough to count. I don't know how that works. We get pressure. Desmond King gets beat by Michael Pittman Jr. Christian Gonzalez dives, and, man, we were right in his face, but he delivers a dart to Michael Pittman Jr., and just like that, they're on the board. But I don't know why this is a thing. Oh, iced out all home field goal. Okay, we have them iced for some reason. That's our ability on the road, I guess. That's strange. But we have a tackle for loss and a sack for Devin Bush. So if they combine, that means he's going to be a superstar dev. But I don't know how that I really don't know how that works. So I guess we'll kind of figure out after the game. We're going to come out here in a bit of a play action. We tend to run the ball on first down, and I'm seeing maybe we can catch him with the play action. Doesn't really look like it, so I'm just going to dump it down to Antonio Gibson anyway. He's going to make a juke move and get 10 yards. It is going to be second and inches. The ball just ends up finding him anyway. Like, it's just how it is. I don't know why we're not getting any Kareem Hunt carries. Like, I feel like this should be a Kareem Hunt play, but... yeah, whatever. I'm not really going to stress about it. We get no blocking from our offensive line, and they blow us up in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. And I'm going to line up. Oh, that's Jelani Tavai. They have Jelani Tavai. I think we traded them Jelani Tavai for somebody. Maybe not. I don't even know. 3rd down and 3. I'm looking over at Juju. I don't love it, so I'm just going to take up right up the middle with Malik Willis. He's going to get tackled. I tried to slide, but he gets 23 yards on 3rd and 3, and just like that, our superstar quarterback is keeping us in this game. It's not, putting Malik Willis and superstar quarterback in the same sentence is something I didn't really think I'd ever do, but I am. We're going to get this ball to Antonio Gibson. If we can get some blocking with our offensive line, we got enough, and we get about 8 yards there. That's pretty dope. You guys are going to see this video on Friday, I believe. as I'm recording this, this is Sunday, the, 26th, so, I know that it's like a single on the internet where you're not supposed to say Happy Memorial Day. I don't really know how this works. All I see right now is Mike Gesicki wide open, and it gets picked off by the safety. He's got the sideline. We make the sack. Justin Blackman, I should have aggressive caught that. But you were seeing this on Saturday. This past Monday was Memorial Day for you, but it's tomorrow for me. So I hope you guys had a good Memorial Day. Make sure you out there, you thank our veterans, the one that came home, the ones that didn't come home. It's a tough job. It's a very selfless job. But to get back on the lighter note here, it is going to be the 2-minute warning. We are going to bring some pressure here. Again, probably not the best decision because they're definitely starting to take momentum from this game. But I know for a fact they're basically just going to be only passing the ball now. And Desmond King finds a way to get in there and knock out that ball because Michael Pittman probably had another touchdown if that pass was not knocked away there. I do think do we get the ball or do they get the ball after halftime? I don't even remember for real. But we're going to try to be on top of everything, and unfortunately, they're going to get that first down. Marcus Jones was just playing a little bit too far back. They're going to go out into a hurry up. A minute 36, they have all 3 timeouts. I don't know if this is really a spot that need to be hurrying up, but they oh my gosh, they found that little opening in the zone. And that tight end, man, Jay Wood, is that like Jelani Woods or something like that? Something about that just feels right. I could be completely wrong, but that just feels right, sounds right. He's had 3 big catches for us today. We have a free blitzer at Anthony Richardson, and he throws another dot on the run to Michael Pittman Jr. And just like that, our 14-0 lead has been completely erased. And pending this extra point here, it is going to be a tie game, 14-14. Off an interception, only is like 4th or 5th of the season. I've been pretty good. Had some lucky drops with interceptions. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I've definitely had some lucky drops. But for the most part, we've been pretty good this season. We have all 3 timeouts, so we don't really have to move fast, but we definitely can't just, completely take our time. We got to move with a little bit of urgency here. I really, really like this play. It could be something for Gesicki, and he gets open, and that pass is a dot. I was a little bit worried that was going to get picked off. We're going to call our timeout there. I was a little worried that pass was going to get picked off. But unfortunately, the linebacker doesn't put his hands up for some reason. So cool. That's only Mike's second catch. We're gonna get this. We're gonna throw the San Antonio Gibson. I mean, there's no way where we don't do that. It's a screenplay. He gets out to the sideline. If I can get out of bounds here, and he does up to the 35, we are putting on a fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic 2-minute drive, whatever you want to call it. I want to throw this ball to Mike Peck if the game allows me to, and that wasn't the best decision. But he gets literally tackled, I think, before the ball got there. That probably should have been a pass interference, because if there's one thing we know Mike Peck is good at, it's drawing pass interference, defensive pass interferences. So I didn't love that wasn't a call. But here we go again. Mike Peck, one-on-one over the top. Do I just give our big receiver a chance? I'm going to do it. I'm going to give our young big receiver a chance. He's going to go up and drop it. He went up, made the catch, and then just dropped it. Chad Ryland, a 52-yard field goal here. We're in a dome, so there should be no wind, no nothing. Perfect accuracy. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We're going to take a 17-14 lead, but man, Mike Peck dropping that touchdown is nuts. So really, the only problem with our drive, that last offense drive, other than obviously not getting the touchdown, is that we left them 38 seconds with 3 timeouts. So they have the ability, especially if they want to go to the outside like this. Fantastic tackle by Desmond King to keep him in bounds, make him use a timeout. They have a chance of going down and scoring before halftime. And then obviously, I don't remember who gets the ball at a halftime, so that's another big thing. But that time, Christian Barmore gets a crazy sack on second down, makes it 3rd and 7. And honestly, that might just kill their drive. They're going to let time basically run the entire way down. They'll probably call one more play here before. They're going to call one more play. It's not even going to be a Hail Mary, but they are going to get to Jonathan Taylor, and thank God Marcus Jones makes a diving tackle, and we're going to go into halftime up 17-14. And while we are here at halftime, I do want to shout out my partner, Dubby Energy Drink. I've been partnered with them for a while now. I haven't really shouted them out in videos. I've just been kind of putting it in the description below. But I do have a code, Cloud2K. Use that at checkout for 10% off your order. So hopefully that'll be up on your screen there. And yeah, just go check them out. So we did get the ball coming out of halftime. Thank God. Dude, by the time I get to these second halves, I genuinely just don't remember. I might switch this to a play action. They have a lot of people in the box. They ended up just faking the blitz, and I made a wrong read. I didn't even see the defensive back there. I did not see Brents there in the slightest. There's a flag, pass interference. They're going to call. Juju got a call. Julius Brents gets the pass interference call, even though that ball was basically set up for him to intercept. So that's a bailout by us. First and 10, I'm going to run a little bit of an RPO, and Tyler Boyd is going to get open. Juju makes a great block on the left side, put a stiff arm out there, and just like that, we are on the Colts side of the field. After a crazy passing play, we're going to put this back on the ground. I don't want to get too crazy. We're still a running team, but when you have somebody like DeForest Buckner there, it's tough. Antonio Gibson, 7 carries, 31 yards and a touchdown. Not getting a lot of attempts, but he's also not having one of his better games. Three catches for 56 yards for Tyler Boyd. We just have a lot of people getting like 3-4 catches right now. So that's I'm sure that's kind of good for us. I don't really love any of this, so I'm just going to dump it to Antonio Gibson again because why not? He's going to get 5 yards. I was afraid to make a deeper throw on a run like that just because, again, Malik Willis still isn't good. Antonio Gibson, though, 5 catches for 30-some yards. So he's doing it both through the air and on the ground today. So I can't be too mad. Mike Peck, if we have time, should get open, doesn't, and we also got hit. He makes the catch, but is not able to drag his feet. Yeah, we got hit by Shaq Leonard as I was making that throw, and the coach wants us to go for it. That's me. I'm the coach. I'm saying go for it, I guess. I didn't make that call, but they did. So, you know how it is. We're going to try this, man. We're going to try this. I'm not afraid to move Malik Willis, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. He's going to get up. He's going to get around 53. He's going to get tackled. That's 2 carries for 40 yards from Malik Willis. That's something we don't see a lot, but, man, is it huge for us. Listen, I was looking down the field, but there really wasn't anybody I was going to throw that ball to. I was pretty committed to running that ball from the moment. We just got a pancake block from number 71, and Antonio Gibson's pushing through to get up at the 6-yard line. I think I'm going to put this ball in the air. I kind of like this one. Goal line power O. I kind of want to get... Paulson had his first catch of his career earlier in this game. Let's go ahead and get him in the end zone, man. Parker Paulson, wide open across the middle of the field. 2 catches in week 12. He gets his first 2 catches of his career and his first career touchdown. Back here on defense for the first time this second half. Again, I'm still a little bit worried about this Devin Bush thing because I got 1 tackle for loss and then 1 sack, so I don't know if it really counts. And then there's Jonathan Taylor making some moves. Devin Bush does get credit for a tackle. Only 4 carries for 5 yards. They're not really giving him the ball. I don't really know why. But I'm okay with it because it's definitely working out for the better for us. So I'm going to keep going with it. 2nd and 5. They're going to do a little RPO, and we can't break through. And then who was that? Just completely missed the tackle? Like Madden just said, no, you're not going to tackle him. That was a weird thing. 3rd and 2 here. I mean, we have a chance to make them go 3 and out right after scoring a touchdown. That'd be nuts. They're going to hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. It's an RPO. It's a play action. It's a lot of different things. I don't know what it is. But the point is they do not get the first down. Devin Bush almost had a sack. We get it out. Mallory gets a catch, but it only goes for 1 yard, and they're just going to punt it. Dude, there was so much happening there that I just started saying a lot of words, and you guys are going to hear that and be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Demario Douglas hasn't done anything, and that was a beautiful block there. I'm completely sarcastically. Makes a guy miss. I don't really get anywhere. I mean, at this point, we're up by 2 scores. I don't want to just start burning clock and not being aggressive on offense, because when we stop being aggressive is when we get bad. And he gets a spin move. That's actually a crazy spin. I mean, not a crazy spin move. He ended up not really getting out of it. But yeah, what I was saying, I want to start getting this ball on the ground more. We've been throwing the ball a lot today, which has been fun. But we're a running team, and throwing the ball really just means one thing, and that's interceptions. We are going to give this out to Tyler Boyd, though. This is the 2nd time we've had this play, and he makes a crazy broken tackle, and we're on their side of the field again. I know I'm not great at Madden, so I know anytime I throw the ball, I'm really taking a risk here, and I'm just a little bit better with Antonio Gibson. Even though I have no control. Once that DeForest Buckner hit happened, and he pushed me backwards, I completely lost all control over Antonio Gibson. I don't know what happened. We're going to run the RPO here again, but this time it's going to be out to Juju, and we're just going to throw that to him again. I mean, we've thrown it to Tyler Boyd twice this game, so we might as well give Juju a chance, and he gets 13 yards. Juju not really having a big game today, and that's actually his first catch of the game, but, I mean, he's been so great for us the entire season. I think it's okay if we have 2 or so games here towards the end of the season that he kind of just doesn't really get the targets, because everybody else has got to eat too, you know what I mean? And Tony Gibson, 11 carries for 58 yards and touchdown, but he's also got damn near 40 receiving yards, so it's I'm not entirely worried about that. He's also been fantastic for us. Juju and Antonio Gibson have been the reason we're winning games. So if they're not having great games and allowing other people to kind of get involved, I can't be mad at that. Mike Gesicki, though, is just going to walk into the end zone, and we're going to go up 31-14. This is becoming a blowout, and I've changed the sliders the past 2 weeks, and I guess I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't really know what to do. To start the season, we were getting our ass kicked, and I just started playing this game more. Because the problem is I was waiting so long between each recording that I was kind of getting a little rusty. I'm trying to play this game more often, but I do want to show you I'm still in All Madden Simulation. Like I didn't change that, but I'm playing this game more as I almost completely ruined that. Oh my god. So I just think that's why I'm getting a little bit better. Plus, I'm getting used to like what our players can do. Like I know what kind of throws Malik Willis can make now instead of like before where I was trying to make unrealistic throws with him. So I think that's why we've been better. And I also think on defense, rushing the passer a lot, like trying to get pressure, has really helped us. We've gone against some not good quarterbacks, so it's definitely helped us. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and act like we're going against crazy competition because most of these wins on this win streak have been against below 500 teams. They're going to run the ball on first down, and Devin Bush, that had a chance for him to get a tackle, and just like that, just as I was saying how easy this is, Jonathan Taylor goes untouched, 75 yards, and it's going to be back to a 2-score game. I mean, I just put my foot in my mouth, I guess. But again, though, we have one more play here, and I still think I'm going to mess with the sliders because I don't want us to just win out the rest of the season. Like, I feel like that's just completely unrealistic from the spot we were at. I made a bad read there, but I feel like that's just from going 1-5 to like winning out. It's just it is very unrealistic. And as much as I'm enjoying winning, I'm sure you guys are enjoying watching me win this game more. We're going to be up 10 going into the fourth quarter. Like, I'm sure you guys are enjoying watching this more than me just losing every week. I also know it can get boring when I'm only winning. There hasn't really been a lot of, I mean, there's been some kind of close games, but there's no really excitement because I'm not losing anymore. So to kind of make that fair, to kind of bring back that kind of like idea of that we're still a rebuilding team, I'm going to try to make it a little bit harder on myself with the sliders just to kind of see what we can do there. So expect maybe the next couple weeks we probably might start losing some games again just because we're probably playing some better teams. I know we have to play the Bills one more time, and they're like 11-0. They're undefeated, so obviously that's going to be a tough game. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, at this point, like I said, we're just trying to dink and dunk, run the ball a little bit, just to try to get down the field. And Juju's going to get open across the middle. I just had to wait for it. The pass was overthrown, was led a little bit too far, was almost picked by Darnell Savage. So I'm kind of glad it wasn't. And we're actually in a 3rd and 8. Okay, I do like this play. I think Juju could get open underneath, but I also think Mike Gesicki could just burn the middle of the field. And Mike Gesicki burned the middle of the field. I'm going to put the throw up, and that's overthrown and picked off. That's actually Malik Willis' second pick of the day. Darnell Savage gets to pick that time after not getting it last time. And all of a sudden, after only having like 3 picks through the first like 9-10 weeks, Malik Willis is throwing 2 today. Not great. And you know what? I started talking so much trash on him, and now he's in his X factor. We do make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage by 94. Is that Dietrich Wise? No, it's Keon White. Dude, he's barely played. He's barely made an impact. I completely forgot. We thank God get Jonathan Taylor out of the zone. But just like as quick as I was talking shit, they went down. They were down 17. Now they're down 10, and they have the ball back, but they're at 3rd and 11 because Anthony Richardson does miss that throw. I'm going to do a little bit of a zone blitz here. I don't love Reggie Roach being out there in coverage. I think that's something we could get completely burnt out on, or this right side of the field where Christian Gonzalez is rushing from. But we're going to try to get there, and yeah, Michael Pittman Jr. dropped it. I'm mad for you guys because that was ridiculous that he dropped that because that's another big game. I'm happy for us because that would have, it would have sucked for us. But I am mad for Colts fans. 4th and 11. They're going to pass the ball, no doubt about it. We don't get any pressure. He's going to put the ball up, and Desmond King gets mossed by Michael Pittman Jr. Michael Pittman Jr. makes up for the last play. And just like that, they're under 23-yard line. And you know what? We don't feel so comfortable with that. We just don't feel comfortable no more. I'm getting a little worried. 6 catches for 117 for Michael Pittman Jr. I'm going to be everywhere, but man, they're just finding spots in our zone. They're just finding spots in our zone. And then in man coverage, that's Josh Downs, his 2nd catch of the day. But like our man coverage is starting to get a little bit toasted. We're starting to get mossed on a couple different things. And then now our zone coverage is getting dotted up. I don't really know what to do. Jonathan Taylor just threw off Mitchell. And just like that, barring this extra point, which I'm sure they're going to make, this went from a 31-14 game to a 31-28 game. And we need to score, or we really are risking blowing a multi-touchdown lead in the second half. We're still going to start with running the ball. That's still what we are better at. But this time I'm going to try to get Mike Gesicki over here to kind of be an extra blocker. And I still don't love it, but that's what I'm going to go with. Mike Gesicki does make a very good block, and Tony Gibson gets a crazy juke move out to the outside, gets a crazy stiff arm, but I have a good feeling this play is not going to stand. Yep, holding offense. I'm sure somebody on that left side of the line. Jake Andrews, replacement, comes in, gets a holding penalty, and just like that, it's now 1st and 18. Now the Colts have a lot of momentum, and all of a sudden this game is not looking too hot for us. They're on everything. I try to make that pass to Mike Gesicki. I get hit as I throw the ball. Thank God it's just into the ground instead of another pick. 2nd and 18. Okay. Just how quickly this went downhill for us. I like pulling Mike Gesicki across the middle because it kind of brings an extra defender, and I got no time. Terrence Steele got completely ran over on that right side of the line, and it is 3rd and 18. And all of a sudden, we have completely lost every bit of momentum, and we are not looking good. We are not looking good at all. I'm going to still try to get this. Mike Gesicki has an opening, and it gets knocked down. The pass was a little bit too low. That pass wasn't far enough down the field. It gets knocked out by Kenny Moore, and we're punting them the ball back, and I'm starting to get really, really worried. Michael Pittman Jr., 6 catches, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We have not been able to guard him the entire game. And just like that, now they just need a field goal to tie this game. A touchdown takes the lead. I don't know what's going on. All I know now is our defense needs to step up so unbelievably badly. And knocking that ball on a first down is a very good start. Now, with the amount of time on the clock and 3 timeouts, I don't know if they're in 4-down territory. They might just be okay with taking this. They don't have to worry about it yet because they get a first down there. And now that they're on our side of the field, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if they're in 4-down territory or not. Like, the clock is definitely moving, but the way their defense has been playing, they've been playing like a lot better, and then they've been scoring a lot on offense. So it's like, I don't know if they're really even worried about that. Desmond King knocks out the first down pass again, so there's something there. But yeah, no, they might. I think if they're in field goal range, I think they just take the field goal. They tie the game up. I mean, being down 17 points and just being able to tie the game, I think there's no way they don't take that opportunity. But I really don't know. And that gets between Kyle Duggar, as Kyle Duggar just flew off the screen. I don't know if you guys saw that. Dude, I went to dive, and that was nuts. Tyquan Thornton. That was Tyquan Thornton, who used to be on our team, right? No, I thought he was still on our team. Is he not still on our team? He's not? We traded him to Tyquan Thornton. I don't remember what deal that was in. I don't remember what deal that was in at all. But yeah, he used to be one of like our 4th-string receiver. And number 1, I think, is Josh Downs, just doesn't react to that football for no reason. I don't know why. He had a big gain at the middle, just doesn't react to the football. But yeah, we made a couple trades last year and this year that I don't quite remember. We made it a bunch of different things there. They are going to run a screenplay. We're going to get past the lineman, but we're not able to take down Jonathan Taylor. And just like that is going to be a 3rd and 3. 3 minutes left. We need to force a field goal here. Like, if we keep letting them get first downs, they're just going to take the time off the clock and then eventually do whatever they got to do. But just like that, he overthrows Michael Pittman Jr. Desmond King got beat again. That's happened a few times these past couple weeks. He was good the first 2 games. The past game or 2, he's starting to get beat a few times. I don't love that. But they are going to settle for the 3, I fully believe. They take the 3, they hit it, and just like that, it is now a 31-31 tie game. All right, Malik, this is big, man. This is a big drive. We don't have to. We have 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We have 3 timeouts. We have 4 ways to stop the clock. They have full momentum. Home team defense can see that the hat count via Coach Cam. All away field goals, extra points. We'll use the ice kicker. Then away team loses some receivers icon before the snaps. Dope. Yeah, we might have to run the ball a few times so we get momentum back, and that big 14-yard run is going to do that. 14 carries for 78 yards, and just like that, they are out of full momentum. Huge. Now all my receiver icons are going to be back. I'm going to snap this before the 2-minute warning. We got to get as many yards as we can before the 2-minute warning, and hopefully we get a block. There's actually a flag on the play. Nice. Who was it on this time? Holding offense number... Terrence Steele, 78. Okay. Terrence Steele's been a major disappointment. He's been getting beat. He holds, and they have full momentum again. I know who Mike Gesicki is right off the snap, so I'm going to throw it to him. He holds on. He breaks another tackle, and he gets 17 of the 19 yards back right away. Malik Willis is about to throw for 300 yards, I think, for probably the first time in this series. He's got 3 touchdowns as well, does have 2 picks, but I mean, hey, this is a game-winning drive from Malik Willis. We don't have a lot of time. I'm going to dump this out to Antonio Gibson, who gets 2 feet inbounds and gets out of bounds at the 45, a minute 15. I think I still have 2 clock on, which was my mistake. I definitely did. Oh my God, that could have gone really, really bad for us. I mean, that's Antonio Gibson's 6th catch, so even though he hasn't been running crazy today, he's been still involved in this offense the way he's always been. I'm looking at Juju. It's who I trust right now. I get out with Malik Willis and get sacked. It's only 1 yard, but they do get full momentum back. Uh-oh. Okay. We cannot panic. We're going to dump it down to Juju. No. Malik is starting to sell. Malik, please. We need 5 yards to be in field goal range. We're going to get the ice the kicker effect. Malik is starting to sell. He got dragged down from behind on first down and then missed the throw on second down. I know who my receiver icons are. I'm not worried about that in the slightest. I know that it's going to be Juju got open on that play. That play's worked for us so many times this season. 4th and 11. I'm going for it. I'm playing to win this game. I am playing to win. This is probably a terrible decision. And if we lose, I'll accept the loss. I am playing to win this game. And that's exactly what I intend to do. That ball's going to go up to Mike Gesicki. He's going to hold on to it. Mike Gesicki down the field, holds on to the 4th down lop. Come on, man. Oh, my God. They used their first time. Mike Gesicki with 143 yards and the game-winning catch. I don't want to, maybe I don't want to call it that yet. The potential game-winning catch. I am at loss for words. We've seen this same exact scenario play out multiple times before, and we failed. Antonio Gibson gets tackled at the 1, 3rd and goal. I'm so shocked. Play type. We're gonna run the ball. Can I just do a QB sneak? We're gonna do a QB sneak. We're gonna let this time run down a little bit. I'm going to make sure there's enough time for us to kick this field goal, but we're going to snap the ball. Malik Willis gets absolutely just smacked. Absolutely smacked there. We're going to go ahead and call the timeout with 4 seconds left. Chad Ryland, an 18-yard field goal. I'm already being iced, and they're just going to do it again. Use their last timeout. It is what it is. This is on the 1-yard line. This is like a 17, 18-yard field goal. I'm not worried about it. Chad Ryland right up through the middle. We take a 34-31 lead with 2 seconds left. All I got to do is squib kick this. And as long as they don't... Oh, wait, okay, do I have to do it this way? Squib kick. As long as this doesn't get returned for a touchdown, I'm praying to you, man, please. As long as this doesn't get returned for a touchdown, we're going to walk out of here with a victory. It gets recovered. He got it through the middle of the field. We make the hit-stick tackle, and we survive the 17-point comeback to win 34-31. That got absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Malik Willis, 22 for 35, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Anthony Richardson, 19 for 27, 265, 2 touchdowns rushing. Antonio Gibson, 16 for 85 and a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 7 for 83 and 2 touchdowns, but 1 was 75 yards. So that's really all he did today. Malik Willis, 4 carries for 54 yards receiving-wise. Michael Pittman Jr. absolutely destroyed us. But looking at our team, Mike Gesicki, 6 catches, 143 yards and a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 6 for 49. 4 for 70, 2 for 38, and a touchdown for Parker Paulson. Mike Peck, again, a couple catches in the first half, nothing else. Juju for the second week in a row, I think only 1 catch. It is what it is. We have an upgrade for our kicker, Chad Ryland. We're going to go ahead and just put it in accuracy. He's up to a 74 overall as he gets +1 awareness and +1 kick accuracy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I guess we'll see here if we have, did we get the breakout player? You see Devin Bush today. What did I tell you? There's something special about this guy, and I think he can be a legitimate cornerstone for this team. And just like that, Devin Bush is now a superstar dev linebacker. What a beautiful, beautiful trade for us. Week 13 is going to be a bye week for us, but then we play next episode, it'll be a little bit of this bye week, not too much, and then it'll be us playing week 14, the Jets. But we are 7-5, man. We're on a 6-game win streak. Our defense is still pretty bad. Our rushing defense is good, but our passing defense and our scoring defense is absolutely atrocious. We are in the playoff hunt for sure. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to mess with the sliders game, but I hope you guys are enjoying. That was a really, really good competitive game. I legitimately was afraid we were going to lose that game. But please go down and like, comment, subscribe. Please keep supporting me. I'm trying to thug out this series until we get to NCAA college football game July 19th. Also, go check out the podcast, Time Out with J&G, every Wednesday, every Saturday. Our schedule's been a little bit modified since the NBA playoffs have started, just so we can get the games and have stuff to talk about. It is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.